Hey friends, we're on lesson 108. I want you to pull that one out while we're waiting here. And don't forget to take notes on side A, hand in side B. And I don't want you just to write down the answers that I am writing for your notes. I want you to write any little clues or work that I'm doing that'll help you out on side B. Draw a 7 centimeter, 6 millimeter line segment. So remember, go to the centimeter side, 7 centimeters and 6 millimeters. And remember, there's 10 millimeters in every centimeter. So it's these little guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw a congruent line segment. Now remember, congruent means same size, same shape. So this one's going to be the exact same size. Now it says measure it using millimeters. So remember, 7 centimeters, and each of those is 10 millimeters. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Plus 6 more millimeters is 76 millimeters. Use the digit cards to write an even number between 587 and 624. So, even number, that means the last number that we choose, the number on the right-hand side, the ones place, has to be even. I can see there's a couple even numbers here. But to be between 587 and 624, we can only choose one of these numbers. Can you tell which one it is? The hundreds place is going to have to be either 500 or 600. So that means we have to start with the 6. And it looks like we're only using 3 of these numbers because it's only a 3-digit number we're looking for. I think we can use either of these in the tens place, because if we've already used the 6, the 8 is the only other even number, isn't it? And the ones place we have to have an 8 because this has to be an even number. And even numbers end with even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. So either 1 or 3 can go in here and it won't matter, right? Oh, yes, it will matter. Look, 624. I couldn't put the 3 in there. It would be too much. It would be 638. It has to be the 1. 618. What will be the date 13 days from today? So today is, let me double check what day I'm sending this assignment out. Today is 11-23-20, right? And 13 days from today, we would add on 13. Ooh. So, let me see what kind of problem they're going to give you on the other side. 8 days from today. Okay, this will be a little better, but unfortunately, either one of these is going to get you into the month of December, which is fine. We'll get it worked out. So, there are 30 days in December. I'm sorry, there are 30 days in November. So how many days are left in November? 30 take away 23 is 7. So that gets us to 11-30-20. We need 13 days, right? So how many more days? I should have done this on scratch paper. How many more days into December do we have to go? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have to go to December 7th. We have to go 7 days into, nope, that was 6. Good gravy. 6 days into December. Because we did 7 more days in November and 13 to get from 7 to 13, we have to add on 6 more days, right? That was more complicated than it had to be. You will only have to jump 8 days. So that's a little clue. 7 days gets you here. You need to go to 8 days. So what day in December are you going to? Now, find the area of each rectangle. Now remember, area is length times width. And the other place you can find it, if you need a little reminder on how to figure area, is, excuse me, is page 34, right here. Okay, page 34. Area is length times width. Area is the enclosed surface of a figure, so it's the whole yard. Remember, perimeter was the fence around the yard. Area is the whole yard. So you can see here that we break the whole yard up into square inches, right? And we do length times width to figure out how many square inches. 15 square inches. And because this label is here, I don't think I have to write that, but that's okay. 4 times 7. This one is 28 square inches. Draw line segments to show the following lengths. Oh, you know what? I'm going to jot down on here too. Length L times width W equals area A. So if you need to write that down to remember how to figure it out on side B, it might be a good idea. Draw line segments to show the following lengths. So we need a 5 3/4 inch line segment. There should be a ruler in the front page of your math journal. If there's not, you might be able to find one around your house or even a tape measure in your basement or your garage. This is 5 3/4 inches. So on this ruler, we line it up with the first measuring mark and definitely not with the end of the ruler. 5 3/4 inch, here's 5 inch, here's 5 1/2, and 5 3/4 is halfway between 5 1/2 and 6. Next one is 1 1/4. So do it again. Line it up with the first measuring mark. Here's 1 1/2, and halfway between those is 1 1/4. Marcus used 1 3/4 pieces of poster board. Color the rectangles to show how much poster board he used. 1 3/4 pieces. So we're gonna color how much he used. So he used 1 whole one, right? And I need 3 out of 4 of the next one. So we have to break it into how many equal pieces? 4, right? So I have 4 equal pieces and he used 3 of them. How much is left? Well, we have 1 whole one left. And how much of this one? 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 out of 4. Or 1/4. School began at 9:15. Now don't forget, by the way, on this one, sometimes it's easier, you're concentrating on this fraction. Don't forget how many whole ones are left, by the way. School began at 9:15. Now, I told you on the last lesson, usually I say like 9:15 or 9:15. 9:15 means the minute hand is going straight to the 9, and it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. So the hour hand is just before 9 o'clock. Now, if you need that clock vocabulary, that is in your book on page 10 in your math notebook. And I don't think I have quarter of written in yours. I think that was a newer one to me, but they started using it here, so you can go ahead and jot it down in your book. Page 10. Page 10 and quarter of, and I actually wrote quarter two in mine because that's the one that we seem to use more up here, I think. So you can write quarter two and quarter of on yours. Next, oh no, quarter of 9. Show the time on the clock. Digital time is 8. And when the minute hand is pointed here, it's 45. And school's beginning, so is it AM or PM? Is it morning or afternoon or evening? Morning or evening? It is AM because it is morning. Find the answers. So let's get a scratch paper out. 700 minus 319. 700 minus 319. And we'll remember to put the dollar signs back on when we're done. 0 take away 9, can't do it. And can't go to the neighbor, so we go all the way over to this neighbor. Borrow 1, give to the neighbor. Borrow 1, give to the neighbor. 10 take away 9 is 1. 9 take away 1 is 8. 6 take away 3 is 3. 381. Remember, if you're just writing the answer, take a picture of your scratch paper when you're done. 667 take away 293. Okay? Dollar sign goes back on when we're done. Now, 7 take away 3, can I do it? Yep. But bigger bottom, you gotta borrow on this one. Go to the neighbor, borrow 1, and bring it back home. 16 take away 9 is 7. 5 take away 2 is 3. 374. Now, you are taking notes on side A, and so you can take these notes somewhere on the edge of your page here if you want, or on your piece of scratch paper that you're going to have ready for side B. But make sure you're doing this stuff and going through the motions with me so that you remember when it is your turn. And this next one has some lovely decimal points. So what's the first rule of decimal points? Line them up, right? So as soon as you find out there's going to be a decimal point in there somewhere, line them all up. Right? 469.57. Okay, double check it's right before I start going. All right, so now we're adding this time. So switch your brain over to adding. 8 plus 7, 15, carry the 1. 6 plus 5 is 11 and 1 more. 12, carry the 1. 9, 10, 11. 1 down, 1 up. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 4. And 4 and 1. Now we start at the decimal point and we go 1, 2, 3, comma. And I think this was money, right? Yep. And a money sign at the beginning. So our answer is dollar sign 5,391 and 25 cents. There it is. take good notes, side A. Do a good job, side B. Take a picture of your scratch work when you're done. And please make sure to do a facts practice sheet that I put in there. You certainly do not have to time yourself, but I want you to keep doing those so that you can keep getting better at those facts till we get back again. Talk to you soon.